about to go on. Booga booga.
Oh no.
Lock up the girl. Hey guys, how you doing? What's up? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Zach Metz here, back at it again with another vlog. Today we're going to be exploring more of Boston. We got a little bus tour we got going on. So
a Boston ghost tour tonight.
Yes, so we're going to do a little tour. It'll be fun. We're going to do like Boston Tea Party reenactment. I think we're going to watch it. I don't know if we're going to actually dump tea into there.
Go to the museum and do it, yeah.
Yeah, so we can go to the museum and do it. We'll see. We'll see what today has to offer. Pretty excited. Pretty hungry right now. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm gonna have a granola bar and then we're gonna have some Dunkin'. So right behind me is the Constitution ship. This was a warship back in the day. It's very nice. I like how they preserve a lot of this stuff. And then there's also a destroyer right over there.
You can't get to that.
Well, we could probably get to it. How steep is it?
No, it's not steep. Just
Really?
go watch it. Zach, look, you see where my head is? Just watch your head.
Okay.
Watch your head.
This is not made for tall people.
But
Yeah.
there's a bed back there. This is the captain's
Yeah, captain's quarters. That's what I was thinking. It's pretty cool. Now we're gonna head down to the third level.
Good.
Oh wow, this is even lower than before. Makes sense. So this would be the sleeping quarters, I'm assuming. If only you can feel my pain. This looks like a little dining quarters. Heading back up. You got it?
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, go up again. There's a nice view of Allison's ass. Now, getting a free show. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Oh. It's tight down there. Alright.
You ready?
On to the next one. Alright, I had my fun for the day.
Feel better now?
Yes.
fact, they are celebrating.
They're celebrating Easter. We just stopped by the park in one of our tours. What's the park called?
Public garden.
Public Garden. It's funny because I just read the sign coming in. But yet it just goes in one ear and comes out the other.
You're getting serenaded.
It's serenaded.
Did you set this up, Zach?
There's the duckies. Oh, got no food, I'm sorry. Uh-huh. Very friendly ducks.
We can come here tomorrow, get food, and come sit at the park.
Yeah, that'd be
Write
nice.
this down, adding it down to our list.
You're gonna add it down? Oh look, Park Squirrel too. Wait, do you have a granola bar? Or I ate it?
You ate that.
Damn, I should have saved it for the squirrel.
Got a cute little bridge
I wasn't thinking. It's a cute little bridge.
behind you.
Huh? Oh yeah, it is a cute little bridge.
Zach, he just looked at you like this.
What? Oh yeah, he's listening.
Zach, they leave their head.
Speak our language. My gosh, I just can't get over how friendly they are. Like they're so close. Oh yeah.
There's some fresh pizza.
Got some pizza before the bus comes. Bus is gonna stop right behind us. That's not a bus, that's a duck boat. We thought about doing that, but I saw way too much stuff in the news about them sinking and how there's not a good way to get out and people die. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not interested. But they do go in the water, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so we're enjoying this pizza. I got like a spicy barbecue with chicken. Yeah, did I say barbecue or buffalo? No, barbecue. And then what'd you get?
There's some mushroom and spinach.
Mushroom and spinach, and these are very big pieces of pizza. We just saw them and we're like, yep, we'll take them. So, gaboo. Oh, I lost my calzone. Oh, good. Have a bite. Oh, so romantic.
That's it. And like I
Very good.
You went down the street.
That's a nice car. It's fried. What is the pizza spot called?
The upper crust, I think. Good.
So, if you're in Boston, definitely check out the Upper Crust.
In Beacon Hill.
Give you this large pizza for like $14 for both of ours. Came out to $11. Wasn't bad for just a slice.
And then take it, come to the park.
Oh yeah. Take it, come to Garden Park. Get to see all these dogs, ducks, geese, which are super friendly. But right now you're watching me stuff my face with pizza. Worth it. Nice part is we gotta get as many bags as possible because in Jersey they don't give these out anymore.
What are you looking for? Your magnet or your hat?
Got this
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know, right? Got this for my dad. I'm gonna wear it right now. It's pretty nice. All right, fits perfect. It's a nice hat. I'll wear it until I give it to him.
Oh, okay. Bye. Let's get some scrod, babla, bobos, socks, pipe,
Paper,
guitar, harlika, smart, baba, hoodsie, rifa, parky, spaghetti pizza.
So I got my mom make waves. So my niece really likes these books with the little stick out. They were telling, my brother-in-law and my sister were telling me that she really likes the little books I got her. I got her one that's a pig, Then we got one that's a bunny. Now she has the little duckling. So, yeah, they're cute little books. So anytime I find one, I always get her a new one. Alright, so Allison and I just got a lobster roll from Boston, Maine Fishing Company. Damn it, I keep bringing the name. Anyway, this is what she got. A little lobster roll going on.
Got some clam chowder.
Clam chowder, and then we got some music going on in the background. So if I start dancing, then you'll know why.
When we were on the tour.
Oh yeah, let me get some action of Allison.
Sorry.
Nose.
When we were on our trolley tour, the lady said that she swears by another place for lobster rolls, and they're a little bit cheaper. So, oh.
We just went into this spot.
Oh yeah.
And it was the shortest line. We were actually going to go to a chowder spot, but this was the next one over. So we're like, you know what, we'll just grab something here. So she got this. We're going to share it. I actually had a sandwich earlier. I was just kind of hungry. I kind of wanted just a sandwich. It wasn't anything amazing. It was just a sandwich. So I just had a bite. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I haven't had lobster in like years, but that, it's really good. Delicious. I don't know if you noticed, it's all over my face. Just like the pizza we had earlier, too. It's all over my face.
Probably. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to take your
Take my what?
jacket off while we're on the...
Whoa, whoa. Wait until we get home. Got some Dunkin'. Met one of new subscriber. I think he was busy getting coffee. I asked him if he wanted to be in the vlog. He was talking to his friend then, but I guess they were getting something. But it was nice meeting you. I do want to bring up my channel did hit, because I just saw it on his phone when he added me, 270. So thank you guys. It means a lot. I mean, starting this channel back in like 2016. It's like a while ago. I think it was like October 2016. I still do this as a hobby, but I always think about like potentially like starting something as like maybe every other day. I don't think I'll do every day, but obviously when you're 25 years old, you know, getting kicked off of your parents' insurance, which is really soon, I got to make sure you have that job. Yes, because I'm 25, going to be turning 26 next month actually. So sooner than you believe it. But you always got to make sure you're doing your own job, and eventually if something like this could take off, I'd love that. But for right now, just got to keep building it, like going on vacations and vlogging. So
Why don't you tell them what we're going to go do next? Or you want to tell them later?
What are we doing next? This is why I have you here, because I can't remember what we are doing. It just slips my mind. I think I'm just like really living in the moment more, you know?
Well, we did the Old City or Old Town trolley tour.
Yes, so we're doing the ghost tour.
This
Yes.
way. Where are you going?
So we did the Old Town City tour. That's how we were able to go to all those places. And now we're gonna be heading over to where we started and doing the ghost tour.
Trolley tour.
Ghost
It's pretty cool.
trolley tour. So she likes scary stuff. I'm not too big of a fan of scary stuff, but I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting stuff.
We're in a historic town.
We're in a historic town, so you might as well check it out while you're here. You know, I'm a tourist. I got my Boston hat on. I got my Boston underwear on. I'm a happy camper. I'm having my Boston Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm walking.
I'm walking here. Got some chowder. We had some chowder. Had some lobster. What you call it?
Lobster roll.
Lobster roll.
Oh, we got that earlier. You want to do it again?
It's good. I feel like a girl doing this. Ooh, got my Starbucks.
Gotta like really mix it around.
It actually helps. Alright, about to go on. Booga booga.
Oh no.
But we're gonna have to turn back the clock to 1863 and cast our mind's eye out to the Boston Harbor Islands. We're barely a mile out from shore sits an island called George's Island, atop which sits a stone fortress, Fort Warren. It is the dead of night in February of 1862, and a lone woman has just made landfall. Her name is Melanie Lanier. She's on a bit of a rescue mission, you see. Her husband is a Confederate soldier. He's been imprisoned in Fort Warren. Melanie's gonna try to break him out. But to aid her in this quest, she's found herself some men's clothing as to sneak about undetected, and stolen a black powder pistol from her father, just in case. She passes by guard post after guard post, weaves her way through stone corridors, until she finds her way to the prison, where she finds not only her husband, but an entire company of soldiers. And this gives her an idea, see? Why merely now try to escape and risk recapture? Because if these soldiers could tunnel their way into the armory beneath the fort, arm themselves with the weapons there, not only could they take over the fort, but they could turn all 248 of its cannons back towards Boston proper, potentially turning the tide of the war. Which makes it a bit of a shame this is when she's finally caught. Melanie and the soldiers, they are discovered barely halfway through digging that tunnel, but unwilling to go down without a fight. She takes out that pistol, aims it at the nearest guard, and fires! Oh, this is quite the archaic weapon she's gotten her hands on. Not only does it backfire, exploding in her hand, but a piece of shrapnel from the blast flies into the skull of her husband, killing him instantly. Isn't that some miserable irony? Set out to save her husband, ended up being the cause of his death instead. So naturally, she surrenders on the spot, tried as a traitor, sentenced to hang right there on the grounds of Fort Warren. But Melanie's got one last request. You see, she's been running around this whole time in men's clothing, and she'd like to be hanged as a woman, in a woman's dress. And while the appeal is granted, the closest thing that fortress full of men has to a woman's dress is a black robe used in a theatrical production a few months back. So it is in that black robe that Melanie Lanier meets her end on February 2nd of 1862. Since then, the Lady in Black has become one of Boston's most infamous ghosts. And sure, I could tell you about, footprints found in the snow that seem to lead nowhere, or, rocks being thrown at folks on duty from who knows where. But what's most telling about old Melanie over on Fort Warren are the testimonies that soldiers give when they are court-martialed for discharging their weapon or abandoning their post. Bear in mind, these are all under oath. Because some will say, a woman in a black robe was racing after them, arms outstretched, threatening to strangle them. While others will say the very same woman was pointing a pistol at them from afar, and they merely had to fire first.
This is the oldest burying ground here. It was actually established by that fellow, John Winthrop. That's why I brought you over to this area. Now, looking around here, you can see that there's a good number of headstones. There are, in fact, 614 headstones here. Does that sound like a lot?
Yeah.
It's not. There are 3,000 to 4,000 bodies. It's because, you know, people do things like selling a plot over and over and over and over and putting more people in. So don't worry about stepping on dead people. You are. They are under every single inch. There are so many in here, it's a wonder they aren't popping out to say hello.
It's just dark.
Smells like a Subway.
Spooky.
It's titled The Tunnel to Hell! Isn't that awesome? It doesn't actually go to hell though, just very close. The Green Line. Back in 1897, Boston became the very proud owner of the first subway anywhere in America, 4th in the entire world. We beat New York. Being that new, we were a little inexperienced, so made a couple of mistakes. And one of the problems that we ran into was there was a gas leak down there in the tunnel. They sent people down over and over and over, but no one could find where this leak was. But nothing happened, so they ignored it. Because that always works, right? It did, until it didn't. Until a train rounded a corner and his wheels kicked off some sparks. Boom! The ensuing explosion slaughtered 10, injured 60, damaged buildings. Boston had to do something to ventilate the line. Now, they couldn't put that giant hole in the middle of the street for obvious reasons, or in the middle of the church. So they asked to put it here, in Boston's oldest burying ground. For some reason, Boston was not thrilled with this concept. So they did what cities love to do when they don't want to do something. They held meetings. They sat there and talked and argued and fussed and talked about jurisdiction and property lines and I don't know what all. And while they were fussing, the workmen got bored, waited until night, jumped the fence, and bloody well dug the hole. So the next morning, Bostonians wake up and find in their oldest burying ground this gigantic hole through which are coming the most unearthly sounds. Clanks, screeches, rattles, bangs. They had never heard anything like this. Obviously, demons had clawed their way up from hell. So they put a cage around it, because that'll stop demons. They were innocent, but they went to heaven, so it's all good. If they didn't drown, they were a witch, so they were hung. Very convenient. Why am I calling it convenient? Well, for one thing, you know where they did those hangings? See that playground? Long history of swinging there, friends. Except now people get to walk away since the swing sets have seats today. But that is the very spot where the hanging elm used to be. There's a plaque and everything. They like to keep things neat. Of course, militias were here. Redcoats were here. Troops bivouacked here. Hangings were here. Witches were ducked here. What do you think they did with all those bodies? Friends, look down. Welcome to your bonus graveyard. The Boston Common is New England's largest unmarked burying ground with an estimated 30 to 40,000.
If you avert your attention to my right and your left, you will see a large monument right up against that wall there. That monument belongs to John Hancock, who was one of the men who signed the Declaration of Independence. If you look towards your back left corner, you will find a headstone belonging to James Otis, who was famous for saying taxation without representation is tyranny. Very good. And if you look towards your right back corner, you will find the headstone of Samuel Adams. You may recognize his name from the beer. He was also a real person. And here we have Benjamin Franklin's parents. Benjamin Franklin said that he would not be caught dead in Boston, and he wasn't. He was buried in Philadelphia.
This is John Hancock's headstone.
It's a headstone belonging to a man named Captain John DaCosta. Have any of you heard of him? Well, neither had I until I saw his headstone. His headstone has one of the most beautiful pieces of poetry I have ever read. It's his epitaph. It reads as such: "Stop here, my friends, and cast an eye. As you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so must you be. Prepare for death and follow me." Reassuring, isn't it? Well, it was one of the most popular epitaphs for the next 2 centuries, although there was a man who despised its morbidity so much so that he wrote a response on his own headstone. His headstone read, "To follow you, I am not content until I know which way you went." I'm going to recite a rhyme and see if you can finish the end of it. Ready? Listen, my children, and you will hear of the midnight ride of...
Paul Revere.
Yes, you won! And this is Paul Revere's monument, but it is actually not where he was originally buried. To find where he was originally buried, you have to go over here, underneath this puny, modest headstone. You see, Paul Revere was not famous yet when he died. He didn't become famous until that lovely little rhyme we shared together. And then they gave him this monument and the world's first tourist trap. This is one of the most photographed headstones in the entire city. But beware, for you may capture more than you bargained for. Not too long ago, a man was standing right where you are now. He raised his camera and snapped a photo of this very monument when some rude person stepped in front of it and ruined his shot. So he looked up from his viewfinder to give this jackwagon a piece of his mind. But there was no one there. No one within 100 yards of him who could have just moments earlier stepped in between his camera and this monument. So he did what any of you would have done. He snapped one more photo and then ran like a bat out of hell right out of this burial ground.
All right, guys, it's dark now. We're still at it, strong. So we had a really great time with our ghost tour. If you're in Boston, and our other tours too, definitely check them out. I really enjoyed them. I like the stories behind it.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
So I got the tickets, but it was a package bundle deal. So it's called the Old Town Trolley. And if you go on their website, and it's part of the Boston Tourism website, you can get tickets for the trolley, and then you can also, they tell you to get the bundle package, which I thought was pretty cool because it was cheaper. And you can get the tickets for the ghost tour at night. And we actually were supposed to go to the 6 o'clock, but we got there at 5:30, and they said that we can go on to the 5:30. And we have really cool people. They were really awesome. You could tell they really loved their job. We saw the gravesite of Paul Revere, Sam Adams, John Hancock, the Franklin family, not Ben Franklin because he's in Philadelphia.
He's in Philadelphia.
It was cool.
There's not that much lighting over here. Sorry, I want to make sure you see your beautiful faces. So yeah, definitely check it out. So right now we're gonna head over to Harpoons because we weren't able to hit that yesterday. If you saw the vlog from yesterday, we hit about 8 or 7 breweries. It was pretty awesome. Really enjoyed that. We used the train system. Reality is they're not really that close. So if you want to do a brewery hop like we did here, I would definitely like get to the brewery or Uber. Yes, Uber. Don't drive. Never drive. Especially when you're drinking, definitely would have to check that out. So we're gonna hit Harpoons. Alright guys, so we just finished over at Harpoons. Allison's gonna give her reviews first.
A+. The place is beautiful. It's clean. It's kind of off the beaten path, but totally worth it. We got a flight. Zach knew which one he wanted, the Rec League, because he's had it before and he really likes it.
Very good.
And then he's like, just pick fruity stuff. I picked an amazing flight. We had, I can tell you all of them. It was the Rec League, which was Zach's favorite, which was really good. It's an IPA. It's not overly hazy, which I like. And then we got the summer style, which is on the light side. Awesome. I got a crowler of it to go home. And then we had a sour. And then we had a strawberry lemonade shandy, which was awesome. And then I bought myself a t-shirt. And they had really good pretzels. And we picked 2 sides, and we got the bacon ranch, and we got the IPA cheese. It was awesome. Matan's just saying go birds, and I'm getting really excited. But yes, A+, I love it. Zach's like, you're talking too much. You're
No,
up.
I was listening if they were saying go birds.
Sounded like it.
Yeah, I wanted to join in. No, yeah, I give the place an F. No, I honestly give it an A+ too. It's really good. People there are very nice. They have a really large selection of merchandise, really nice merchandise. Allison was saying she really likes the one slogan they have is
Love life? No, love beer, love life.
love beer, love life. So
what
that's what we're doing right now. And
I want to keep going.
yeah, I mean, my favorite beer was the regular
Wreck League.
Wreck Leak. See, it's that name thing again. I actually had that before. I got it when we were out. I really liked Harpoon's logo, and that's why I ended up getting that type of beer. And it's a pretty good beer. It's like a hazy IPA, a little lighter on the side if you like lighter IPAs, but definitely would check it out if you're in Boston. Like Allison was saying, it's off the beaten path. It's literally right
In the Seaport
like
District.
Seaport District or Boston.
So worth it though.
Yeah,
It's a nice
definitely.
walk.
Oh, I mean, we walked. I mean, they have parking. So, really clean, nice location. Definitely check it out. So this is Acorn Street. Hi. It was nice meeting you.
That's a good girl.
Hello. Signer of Declaration of Independence. All right, I had my fun for the day.
Feel better now?
Yes.